Okay, thank you for all being here. Since October 7th, Israel has killed at least 13 Palestinian poets and writers in Gaza. If we think of ourselves as a global literary community, then these people were our fellow peers. They, just like the more than 66 Palestinian journalists killed in Gaza in the line of duty, just like every one of the more than 21,000 innocent people massacred in Gaza, the West Bank, and Israel over the past 75 days, deserve to be remembered. One of those poets who was killed, and I'm probably mispronouncing the name, was a Palestinian poet, novelist, and teacher called Heba Abu Nada. She wrote a poem, I Grant You Refuge, on October 10th, and was among the last pieces she composed before being killed in her home by an Israeli airstrike on October the 20th at age 34. So tonight I'd like to share her poem called I Grant You Refuge. I grant you refuge in invocation and prayer. I bless the neighborhood and the minaret to guard them from the rocket, from the moment it is a general's command until it becomes a raid. I grant you and the little ones refuge, the little ones who change the rocket's course before it lands with their smiles. 2. I grant you and the little ones refuge, the little ones now asleep like chicks in a nest. They don't walk in their sleep towards dreams. They know death lurks outside the house. Their mother's tears are now doves following them, trailing behind every coffin. 3. I grant the father refuge, the little one's father who holds the house upright when it tilts after the bombs. He implores the moment of death, have mercy, spare me a little while for their sake. I've learned to love my life. Grant them a death as beautiful as they are. 4. I grant you refuge from hurt and death, refuge in the glory of our siege here in the belly of the whale. Our streets exalt God with every bomb. They pray from the mosques and the houses, and every time the bombing begins in the north, our supplications rise in the south. 5. I grant you refuge from hurt and suffering. With words of sacred scripture, I shield the oranges from the sting of phosphorus and the shades of clouds from the smog. I grant you refuge in knowing that the dust will clear, and they who fell in love and died together will one day laugh. And that was by, a wonderful Palestinian poet. One more short poem by a Palestinian poet. This is very short. This was written, and here again I'm probably mispronouncing it, by the poet Kazan Kananafi, born 1936, died 1972. So this has been going on a long time in Palestine. And here's his poem. I wish children didn't die. I wish they would be temporarily elevated to the skies until the war ends. Then they would return home safe, and when their parents would ask them, "Where were you?" they would say, "We were playing in the clouds." Thank you.